Hey guys, this is a quick video, sort of a sequel to my previous video about my guitar called Inky, my Brian May replica, just some things I left off and I would like to record them for you. I forgot to mention that this is a Wilkinson roller bridge. I have a whole video that demonstrates how awesome roller bridges are. It functions just like what Brian May has on his guitar, except that all the rollers are sort of built in. When you break a string, they don't pop out like on Brian May's guitar. It's a very nice piece of machinery. Highly recommend it for your Les Paul guitars, anything with a Bixby or anything where you have this sort of a tunematic thing. And most importantly, the neck on this guitar is very thick. I think it's not as thick as the original, but nonetheless, it's very chunky. It stays the same. It does not gradually get slimmer like on some guitars. It's flat, very flat, like a acoustic guitar. And if you grab it right after playing your Les Paul, or especially a Telecaster or a Stratocaster, you'll notice how big it feels. The scale is actually shorter than the Les Paul, and getting to the high frets, you need to really kind of be careful when you place your fingers so you don't fret out, or, you know, like I would say up to your standard range, maybe to C sharp, it's fine, but like way up there, you need to angle your fingers to make it sound good. Now, the neck is very straight. It's very good. However, when I got it, I was stuck in the rain with it, and it didn't really get wet. But I think the humidity got to got into the wood, and what started happening is that the lower frets, specifically on the high E string, were just unplayable after that. And even before that, some of the higher frets had the same issue. When doing a bend, it would just like choke. And one thing I could have done is raising this bridge, but it's just such a pain in the ass to get to it. You have to take this whole scratch plate off and get to it. What I did was I filed down some of the frets here just slightly, and again, if you file one fret, you need to file down the second one, the following fret as well. Otherwise, one note will be fine, but the next note is going to be even worse. So I had to do some filing here and there. I tried to straighten the neck after the rain incident. I took off the truss rod cover, and I realized that I could not slacken the neck anymore. It's so solid that I could actually take out the screw. Inside the neck there's a stem, like there's a long screw, basically, and then if you tighten it, it becomes flat, or it goes, bows this way. If you loosen it, it's supposed to give it more relief. On this guitar, it was loose to the max, and this neck probably does not even need a truss rod. Honestly, it's just so big. Maybe over time it will develop some sort of a relief, but as of right now, it's very straight. I tried every trick to get the truss rod to budge. I put heavier strings. I tried like putting some weight on it. It's just really stubborn. I forgot to give you one more sound demo. And before I do that, I just wanted to clarify that this guitar, unlike a Stratocaster or a Telecaster or Les Paul, most guitars pretty much, it's wired in series. What this means is that the more pickups you turn on together, if they're in phase, then the signal itself gets louder, and the sound gets just bassier, more tubby. On the Stratocaster, if you you notice you're in between positions when you engage two pickups, the sound gets this kind of scooped quality. On this guitar, it's the opposite. It gets more pronounced, more fat. So I will show how adding more pickups changes the sound. So I actually forgot to demo all 3 pickup sounds. So let me just do 1, 2, and 3, and here we go. Let's do the bridge. Okay, add the middle. Add the neck. Now, all 3 of them is actually not a sound that Brian May uses. He used all of the combinations in Bohemian Rhapsody, every single possible combination, but he stated in interviews that he does not like the sound of all of them. And one more piece of clarification. These switches, the lower row of switches, they are the phase switches. All they mean is that if everything, like, let's take these 2 pickups together, right? If these switches are both down, they are what's called in phase. If we put both of them up, it's the same exact sound. The only time you have a difference in sound is if one is up and the other one is down, or this way. So it's not really like in phase or out of phase switch. It's just the direction switch. And in terms of sound, there's absolutely no sonic difference if both of them are up or both of them are down, or one of them is up, one of them is down, or the other way around. It's the same exact sound. So just wanted to clarify some things. Thanks.